This film is being made to give prospective brides and grooms a bit of an insight as to some of the better places in Broome that you can have either your ceremony and your reception.
So Lukey, where are we?
So now we are at the point of Gantheaume Point. So you were saying, Elle, that this is an area that you can't really have a lot of people at, but it's perfect for elopements.
Yeah, your small numbers, you know, 20, maybe 30 people. It's not a place that you'd be lugging down chairs, arbours. You know, you're just allowing the backdrop of these beautiful rocks, to be the setting for you. It's probably this time of day is perfect for your ceremonies here, and you do need to really think about footwear and everything, because as you can see everywhere there's a bit of a dip or climbing over rocks.
Yeah, there's not a flat spot in the place.
There isn't, and people talk about Anastasia's pool and getting married on the flat rocks.
Oh yeah.
But you know, that comes down to tides again. You got to look at the tides and everything like that, and then making your way to it. But yeah, this is a beautiful spot when you're just having a really intimate ceremony. It's beautiful. So Lukey.
Yes.
This has to be one of my favourite spots. It's a bit of an offshoot off Gantheaume Point where the lighthouse is. I don't know, there's something about that red rock meeting the ocean, that crystal blue of the ocean. And you also have Gantheaume Beach as your backdrop as well, but this is a really nice spot. It's like literally less than 50 metres from the car park and just off to your right. So it gives you that secluded place, you know, when you don't want too many people walking around or having a look. Like the path is up there, so people just keep walking, you don't even notice them. I've never actually been to this exact spot at Gantheaume Point, but it's actually quite big. You could have a few people here. Definitely.
And it's like nice and flat, so you can, if you want a marquee, or
if you want to set up a bit of an arbour, some seating. And the thing is people say to me, what's tradition? Tradition is how you see it. And so these days, you know, why can't the couple be standing in the middle and all their guests in a big circle around them? Right. You know, you don't necessarily have to have people sitting down in a ceremony. I've had lots of them where we stand here and everybody just does a little bit of a semicircle and stands and just listens to the moment. And you've got this beautiful breeze, and especially when that sun hits those rocks, like at this time, perfect moment for a ceremony.
It's amazing the way that the landscape and the geography are here up at Gantheaume Point. It's definitely one of the prime positions in Broome.
And such easy access.
Not a place I would have a reception at, but for the ceremony, I mean, you're going to get some of the most amazing photos in Broome.
Definitely. And I think the thing to highlight is that Gantheaume Point is very much just ceremony, not reception, really.
What's your opinion on access down here, Elle? It's a little bit harder to get here than obviously maybe the Cable Beach beaches.
Yeah, and look, it is our beautiful red Pindan dirt road on the way in. Yeah. The hire cars can definitely get into this spot here. I mean, the path's pretty accessible in here. This isn't too rocky location. Like I said, I like this spot because it's flat, so it's still accessible to all ages getting down here. But when we walk further up to the main point where I do a lot of elopements and Anastasia's pool and everything, that's where you got to climb a little bit, or it's uneven surface, and that's where you might need to think about who are you catering for with your ceremony.
Okay, great. Roughly, what would you suggest are wet season months, Elle?
So, I guess probably coming into October, we really start to heat up. End of September, weddings start to get a little bit warmer.
A little bit sticky.
But then your October, November, December, Jan, Feb. Look, March, we can still have those really hot days. I mean, but really your dry is from April till September, I would say. Yep. But yeah, like you said, there's plenty of people that get married in wet season. I marry a lot of couples, especially ones that just want to elope, get away. yeah, it just comes down to, a lot of people like to do it in peak season and link it into the races. So they might have a Thursday, Friday wedding and then everybody goes to the races on a Saturday.
Yeah. Make a real holiday out of it.
Yeah, make a real holiday of it. Really enjoy, make it a never-ending party, I suppose. But yeah. So as we can see, we're now coming to Gantheaume Point. We've got the lighthouse right behind us.
Okay, so here at Gantheaume Point, a perfect place for those small ceremonies.
Yeah.
The only down point I would really get everyone to remember is that you're not going to get down here with a pram or a wheelchair. It's just inaccessible for that kind of service.
And I don't even know if you probably want children down here, if you are thinking, because plenty of rocky edges, steep falls. Yeah, and the accessibility, like you got to climb rocks to get down. So you got to think about a tyre, footwear, everything. But it is a little piece of heaven, pretty secluded.
Yeah, you definitely won't get views like this in any other place in Broome.
No.
It is a specific place.
Yeah, and for your photos and everything, you don't really have to travel far.
Not at all.
If you want the beach, you just go back out down to Gantheaume Beach, but you kind of don't want to leave this spot because there are just so many awesome rocks and spots that photographers find up here.
Yep, beautiful. Elle, you're in the wedding business in Broome. Can you tell me a little bit about how you can help brides and grooms to have a great time here?
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess you can't have a party unless you get married, and that's where I come in. I'm lucky enough to be a marriage celebrant and create amazing, epic moments for two people who are absolutely in love. I mean, I love love, but I love creating unique and personalised special moments for my couples. And what better place than doing it in Broome that has so many locations. I guess for me, this is me, how I talk now. I'm very much go with the moment, go with the flow. And yeah, none of my ceremonies are ever going to be the same. So yeah, if you want somebody that brings laughter, fun, and it really gets you as a couple, so it's almost like you are my best mate standing in front of me and I'm marrying you, then yeah, that's me. It's all about making sure that your moment, you walk away and you go, you know what? That's where the party started, at our ceremony, and that was us. So for me, that's what I try to create, and I love that we do have all of these amazing backdrops, I suppose, for all our couples, all shapes and sizes. You know, we've got the elopements to the big weddings to the more intimate. Yeah, whatever you want, Broome definitely caters for it.
And I've also seen you in work. I've done a bit of sound teching for a couple of your ceremonies.
Yes.
And I can definitely agree to the fact that I've seen you do a nice 40-minute ceremony, and then I've seen you marry people in minutes.
Yes, exactly right. So that's the thing, is that no couple is the same, so no ceremony should be the same.
Exactly.
And yeah, likewise, I've seen you in action, and yeah, you definitely get the party started. So tell me about you and what you offer in the wedding industry.
So basically, my business focuses on everything sound-wise.
Okay.
So if you need a sound technician for the ceremony or any equipment for the ceremony, I can help organise that. And then I guess where I really shine would be at the reception. So I am able to provide DJ services, MC services, and also equipment if you need that. I think that the most special thing about a Broome wedding is the fact that even if you're a local, you have your friends coming to visit you for the wedding.
Yeah.
So we've touched on this a little bit before, but the ability to have your wedding on a Tuesday, a Wednesday or a Thursday, and then party with your friends, you know, on the weekend, or have your wedding on the weekend and have it so it's a weekend celebration. Yeah. Broome is so good for that, because not only do we have the services to be able to make it that exciting, when you're not doing exciting stuff, you are so chilled in Broome. So you're having that great time, and then when you want to sit back and relax, you can do that almost anywhere in Broome.
You get off the plane or you get out of the car as you drive into Broome, and I don't know, it has that sense of just you go into relaxation mode. That's the beauty of Broome. I think that's why so many people visit here and then return to get married, or they see the photos in the magazines and they go, I want to get married in that place, because it pulls you in. And it just, makes you, like, even as a local, we can have a tough day and you can go down the beach, watch the camels, have a drink and go, feel like a tourist.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
It wasn't so bad. Living the dream.
That's right. Oh well, who'd have thought we'd be doing this?
Oh no.